Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. Supportive Oracle cards. Oh, that was the website I was showing you. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrated by Elaine Marzin. There's a website, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella, if you're interested. The Kathy McLeland, I put that on the, just in case I didn't put it on there long enough or close enough, because I know sometimes people have a hard time spelling her name. So if you want to find her, there you go. Okay. I mean, I love her deck. I love the deck. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. What do we have for Taurus? Taurus. Got a little bit of fire going on. A little bit of fire. Let's see if that works to your advantage. Okay. Somebody wants to have more fun. Taurus is not against fun, but Taurus is definitely somebody who I feel like you guys are very dedicated to your work. The point has been made to me recently that like all the signs have good and bad points. So it's like Taurus, once you're committed, you're a rock star. But if you're not, it can be very hard, very difficult. So somebody recently made that point to me. So I mean, you'll let me know in the comments, but when you're in and you're heading a direction, you're there. You're going, you're doing it. If you've decided you're not going to be a part of it and you're just not going to do it, you can dig your heels in like nobody else. I don't know, why are we saying that? Because I feel like somebody wants to have more fun. You're not against fun, but I feel like the way this person matches up with you, I just don't feel like it works well. So I feel like they're saying, like, before this becomes a problem, they're just trying to, like, get you ahead of it. They're, like, trying to help you be ahead of it so you can see it before it's a problem. Because maybe it doesn't have to be, or at least not that big of a problem. The challenge card is the Queen of Swords. Don't get caught up in the gender. It's just about communication might not match, which is very interesting because what I'm seeing on the other side is the Queen of Wands, which wands and like fire and air match up well. But this is not connecting right. Something here is just not matching right. And with you having the Five of Pentacles here, what you're saying and how they're responding, it's just not, it's not jiving. It's not making it. It's just not connecting right. And I'm trying to understand, like, why is it not connecting right? Let's go a little farther. Because I'm trying to connect to it, but I see, like, you know what you want, and you know where things have to be, and you're like, this is what it needs to be. That's how it needs to go. I don't think they're threatening your situation, but they're not explaining that well. Like, if they start off saying, this is all the way it's supposed to be, and I don't want to change this, what I would like is this over here and some more fun over here. And if they would just show you, like, the root of the situation, I'm not touching the root. I want to like prune some of the flowers on this bush to make it look a little better. I want to, like, you know, I want to sculpt it a little bit. I want to sculpt this bush. What do you call that? You know, and they sculpt the bushes. That's what they want. They don't want to damage the plant. They just want to sculpt it a little bit better so it looks a little bit more beautiful. But it's not, the way they're communicating, it's not coming across that way. You're not understanding what they're saying, and they're not really making an effort to explain, like, I don't want to mess up the root. I don't want to screw up the base of the situation. Because that's not connecting, it's like it's not working, you're not going to be willing to work with them on this. Because you're kind of like, no, if you're going to mess with the base, I'm not down for that. I'm not here for that. No, I'm not here for that. And it's going to cause a block. Is this 8? Yep. 8 of Swords. It's going to cause a block, and things aren't going to go better. It's going to put, like, it's going to cause, like, kind of like a bottleneck, I guess. it's just like things are going to move, hopefully, a little bit, but not very much. Now, this part, I'm also getting a very interesting energy, kind of like it may not be... this part may not be as negotiable. I feel like this might be how it started, as in maybe by the time you watch this, that's already happened. Because they want to have more fun, the fun and movement here, and the Queen of Wands. They want to have fun. They want to have more fun. But it's not, they don't want to like damage anything. They just want to make what's already happening more enjoyable. That's all. They're going to come back to you once, because they're stuck, like literally. Like they got the Hanged person and they got the Eight of Swords. They're stuck. They're stuck. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's getting better. And this is becoming a problem. They will come back towards you with the Justice card. This can be diplomacy. Okay, something's not matching here. You don't feel that this is right, or that, you know, you're blocking them. I feel like you're kind of blocking them. But they're going to come forward towards you, and they're going to try to explain it again. In case, well, because I feel like this isn't going to, it's still not going to make sense. So I feel like the advice here is like break it down and have them rebuild the situation and show you like what are you doing. Like you might even have to flat out ask them like, what are you doing with the roots of the situation? And they'll just look at you like, what do you mean? Like everything, like the roots where this is all coming from, where this is built from, what do you want to do with that? And they're going to be like, nothing. Nothing. And then I feel like then the energy will come back like, well, then I don't understand what you're talking about, because I don't want the base part of the situation to change. And they'll reiterate, yeah, well, I don't either. And then you get to come back again, well, then what are you talking about? Because the way you're explaining this, it sounds like that's what you want to me. You're saying this, and that, and I thought that was going to affect the roots of this. Don't you think that's going to affect the roots? And I'm like, no, I don't. And this is why. I just want to prune the leaves here. I just want to move this around like this and just kind of tie it up a little bit better so it can grow more pleasant. It's not going to damage the root system. I'm not even going to touch the root system. So it's kind of like you trying to like kind of put the seeds in there, like show me why this isn't going to damage the long-term effects of the situation. Show me why this isn't going to be, you know, good now, bad later. Like we don't want like a short-term win to get a long-term fail. And show me why that's not going to happen here. So like prompting this person to explain better what you need from them. Telling them like, I'm worried you're going to mess up the base of this system. Show me how what you're talking about doesn't do that. And then we can actually get a progressive conversation going. Because I feel like that might be missed for some reason. Like we have to boil it down to the simplest pieces, rebuild from there, and I feel like this isn't going to be that bad. They also might reshape their plan a little bit, because like if there are some things here that do get in the way or do have a possibility of damaging things, once they see that, I feel like they'll realize, okay, well, yeah, I don't want to kill the plant. I don't want to cause it to have damage, because then it won't grow right, and that's not going to work. The Seven of Swords. They might have been a little bit off balance. There might have been some holes in their plan. Rebuilding this like this also gets them to see that, and they'll adjust it. They'll adjust it and they'll move on from this problem. They still need some more fun, but it may actually evolve the plan a little bit more by doing it that way. Are we good? I don't think they want to do that, but that's another reason why we want to put it down to this, you know, the building blocks. Like, show me how this doesn't hurt the roots. Because I'm getting the Four of Cups. Things do get better. They do have more fun. It's not totally what they wanted, but with the personal transformation and the Four of Cups, it's kind of like, it's realizing, like, listen, I'm kind of stuck with the Four of Cups, but kind of have to be. It's not really negotiable. It's not the worst. It's not exactly the way I wanted it to go, but the personal transformation with the Four of Cups is telling me they're accepting it. Like, no, we gotta kind of, you know, pull this back a little bit, reform it, it's better, it's different, not exactly as much fun as they wanted to. I do see like that self-acceptance coming in with that personal transformation, like, all right, yeah, it's not going to go as fun as I wanted it to. The Taurus and me worked it out, and the Taurus made some good points, so we're still changing things, more fun, just not as drastic as I originally wanted. You do have the 3 and the Knight of Wands, which is fire, so I do feel like you're willing to make these changes as long as it's not going to damage the roots. So I do see you making these changes, but in good faith and like for the long haul, for the long-term benefit of everybody, because I feel like you're even willing to acknowledge, like, yeah, a little bit more fun would make everybody happier, and we probably would get something better out of this situation. You're willing to give in on certain things if it's not going to damage the root system. To a point, because the happier people are, the better things go. You've got this Knight of Cups, you have a peace offering. I feel like with the Knight of Cups, it's a peace offering. You're willing to work with this. You are willing to work with it, but you're like, listen, we got to be sure this isn't going to mess things up. It's funny because it's a little bit uncomfortable for you to kind of do this, but the reason you will is because it makes a lot of other people happy. You'll do this for somebody else. It makes them happier. It makes things work better. I'm also getting this with the Chariot. Like, you'll do this for other people so that they can be happier. And you want people to be happy. I feel like that's why you're even doing it. If it was just up to you and it wouldn't make a difference. If it wouldn't make a difference, if it wouldn't make people happier, you wouldn't even bother with this change. But the fact that it obviously will make people happier, that's the Kuan Yin, like you're looking out for people. You care for people, you're looking out for them. That's why you're even doing the change. So just kind of bring it down to the base block. Have them explain to you how this is going to work in these areas. They'll see what the problem is and why you're not willing to go with it. Then they're going to realize, all right, if I want the Taurus to be on my side on this, I got to make sure those roots are safe, secure, and productive. So what do I need to do to change my plan to make sure that that is secure? And then they'll do what they need to do. Again, it's funny because I don't see them really liking it, but I also see them accepting, like, no, we got to do it this way. We got to make sure that the situation is safe and secure. Are we there? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.